I am, ma'am, greater than Judge Judy, you and your co-plaintiff, as well as some other fraternity brothers, rented a house. Greater than, yes, ma'am, greater than Judge Judy. And how many Ofus signed the lease on the house? It was 9. Ma'am, greater than Judge Judy. I'd like to seat. Greater than? Yes, ma'am, greater than Judge Judy. The term of the lease was for a year, and you were moving in May of 2019. And you did in fact move in. Greater than incorrect. Your Honor, I had never moved in. Greater than Judge Judy. Did you sign the lease? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy. How old are you? I am 19. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay? Then you're responsible for it. Greater than, yes. Greater than Judge Judy. So, whether you moved in or not, you understand you're responsible for your share of the rent. Greater than, yes. Greater than Judge Judy. And how much was sire's share of the rent? $395. Your Honor, greater than Judge Judy. You moved in May. Did you pay your rent in May? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy. Is that correct? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy. Did you pay in June? Yes. Greater than Judge Judy. At what point did you decide to drop out of school? I had decided to drop out of the school fully in early May for the move-in date. Greater than Judge Judy. Tell me why. This is your freshman year. Your sophomore year. Greater than, it was my freshman year for 2 semesters. At a GPATH, it was below the requirements of our fraternity, which was to maintain a semester GPA of 2.0 for more than 1 semester. I, however, fell below that both semesters. Greater than Judge Judy. So, what happens, see, if someone falls below a GPA? That's necessary to be a fraternity member? After 1 semester, we would place them in academic suspension. And then after 2 semesters would be forced expel them from the order. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay? And if you expel them, could they still be in the fraternity house? Yes, Your Honor. Greater than Judge Judy. Because they vesent a lease. Greater than. Yes, Your Honor. Greater than Judge Judy. Did you discuss that with Mr. Reiber? From our perspective, we didn't know he was not intending to live in the house. Greater than Judge Judy. Well, Mr. Reiber, you knew when you signed this lease in February. You knew that you had to maintain a certain GPA. Greater than, yes. Greater than Judge Judy. In order to remain an active fraternity member. If you fell below that GPA, you were still permitted to stay in the house. Greater than, I was unaware of that, Your Honor. Greater than Judge Judy. Well, you have a lease, sir. Greater than, yes. Greater than Judge Judy. Your lease is with the landlord. It may have been unpleasant for you to stay in the house, but you have a lease with the landlord obligating you to pay rent until the end of the term. Now, you say that he could have stayed in the house even as a non-fraternity member? Greater than, yes. Greater than Judge Judy. Well, then that would suggest to me that Anna Thurnon fraternity member could have taken over his spot. Greater than, in theory, yes. Greater than Judge Judy, not in theory. In actuality, did he bring or offer to bring to you any other members that agreed to take over his $395 monthly payment? He didn't bring anyone over. He said he was going to look. And no one took over the $395. That $395 was split, instead, amongst the rest of the people. Chose to honor the lease. Greater than Judge Judy. Okay. Did you find anyone to take over the lease? I did not find anyone that was suitable. Greater than Judge Judy. When you say suitable? Suitable to whom? Originally, I was greater than Judge Judy. Give me a name. Greater than, okay? Greater than Judge Judy. Give me a name. And how did you find him? Johnny Jones was a student at the school. Greater than one of the promising candid that I looked at a D-Ways. One of our fraternity brothers. Hector. I had questioned him about Ito, see if he would be a blotto live in that house, but eventually it fell through. Greater than Judge Judy, so you didn't find anyone? No, greater than Judge Judy. Well, then you're obligated to pay for the remainder of the lease. If you had found someone, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fraternity member. It could have been anyone. Because if they say that you could stay in the place, and I are not a fraternity member, then they can turn down somebody else. But you have an obligation thought if you're not fulfilling terms of your lease, and you have to pay it. But right now, we're in January. Find somebody, find a student. May be difficult, but that's your obligation. You signed the lease. Greater than Judge Judy. You have something to say? You're his father. Greater than yes. Greater than Judge Judy. What do you have Ito say? Your Honor, he never move a dinto. The greater than Judge Judy. He signed the lease. I don't care whether he moved in or not. Greater than he did sign the lease and notified them. He wasn't going to college there. Then he wasn't greater than Judge Judy. Listen to me very carefully, Sir Dot. Listen. In February, he signed the lease that obligated him to pay his rent greater than he did not live at that house. Your Honor, greater than Judge Judy. It doesn't matter whether he moved in or not. Don't you understand? I mean, you're an adult, you sign a lease, you are obligating yourself or your share. Whether you move in or not, this is your son's commitment. If he screwed up in college, that's not their fault. That would be his fault. That's his lease. That's what to. Should be instructing him, whether he moved in or not. Doesn't make any difference whether you stayed at the Ritz or not. If you canceled the morning you're supposed to go, they're going to charge your credit card for 2 nights. That's his contract. And that's what you should be teaching him. How much does he owe for the remainder of the lease? The entirety is $3,950. Greater than. Judge Judy, $3,950. Judgment for the plaintiff.